head of Easter. Head of
So hi everyone, my name is Inge. I've been with ShopBack for close to 7 years. I actually joined ShopBack when I was a fresh graduate from university. I'm currently in ShopBack doing product management.
Hi everyone, my name is Joey. I've joined ShopBack for almost 3 years and I'm also a product manager at ShopBack.
She's my mentor. What was your dream job when you were younger and how different is that from your current role? I mean, like 20 years ago,
there wasn't
any tech company. What is product manager? Even my parents still ask me that question. What is product?
Yeah, so like any other Chinese kid, when I was young, I dreamed to be a doctor or a scientist, because it's very academic. It feels that very smart, intelligent, very stable and high income job.
And then your 4 grandparents obviously want you to be the best, which is doctor.
Yeah, it's very traditional Chinese thinking and I was heavily influenced. And how is it different from the current role? It's very different.
You still deal with humans though?
I still deal with a bit of engineering and science. It's just computer science, not really life scientist.
Digital engineering.
Scientist. Yeah.
And so for me, when I was younger, even younger, when I was in secondary school, I actually wanted to become a doctor as well. So I still harbor this desire, actually until now. Once I'm more financially comfortable, I actually want to go back to school. And I want to become a doctor. I want to eventually be more useful for humanity.
Okay, it takes about 10 years
to become a doctor.
Okay, what changed along the way? I think it's more of the skill set and the domain knowledge has changed. I don't have that medical certificates or knowledge to make people's life better.
So why did you choose business in the first place? For your university?
Yeah, that's a different story. This very complicated. There's many reasons. Multiple reasons contribute to the outcome. I don't see it much different now, as in I think doing product is also a way to influence people's life and make people's life better. So it's just from a different angle, but the outcome or rather the impact is similar.
Making world a better place.
in a way.
Okay, so for me, I stumbled upon ShopBack. So I first joined as a marketing, then after I moved to product and then fall in love with products. So here I am. But I guess we are still young and then things are still changing, right? I mean, like we can move on to do other things. So yeah, I'm not saying that I will become a product manager for the rest of my life.
But it's good enough for now.
So it's good enough for now. Oh, then obviously, to become a doctor is even more competitive in Singapore. Yeah, I think the mistake is because we came to Singapore at the age of 15.
Yeah, and we kind of don't have that chance. It's too late.
Definitely no chance. Like there is no quota for us.
Okay, but you can volunteer at some COVID.
Then swabber. If you're comfortable with sharing, what were some of the hardest moments juggling your work life and your personal life? Joey will start first.
Why?
Because you're older. Okay.
For now, I can only remember the past 2 to 3 years' time. I couldn't remember beyond that. Actually, at the start of the COVID, when we had a circuit breaker, the hardest moment for me was because back then we had a very critical product to launch. So we are doing daily iterations and daily discussions with engineers. So it ended up, I think I really can't find the line between work and life. Everything is just about work. And I'm very fast within the first 2 to 3 weeks and then I found myself burned out. And I've never felt that way in the past years. Yeah, so far that was the time that it was very vivid until now.
But now no more, right? Only 2020, right?
Back in 2020. Yeah. So that was the time that it took me a while to find that balance and to pull myself out of work and to do something outside of work. Although you are at home, not many things you can do. It's very difficult to get away from laptop, but yeah, it was one of the hardest moments.
So for me, okay, this question is not as relevant. I don't think I have a very hard moment in life trying to juggle work life and personal life. I guess what I really like about ShopBack is that there is a lot of flexibility. So like for example, we will work from 9 to 5. Then after that, we can have dinner with our spouses, with our friends. Then after that, continue working from 9 to 12. This flexibility is what I love the most. Like even on weekdays, I need to take some time to take care of my admin stuff, like renewing passport and all that, right?
Yeah.
ShopBack actually gives this flexibility flexibility, but in return, sometimes need to work over the weekends to complete our stuff, right?
Yeah.
Both of us always like talk about how in ShopBack there is work-life flexibility. Yeah, that's how we actually sell it to our candidates. Was there any part of your working life that you felt was an obstacle because you were female?
I wouldn't call it an obstacle, right? I think the company provides the support. I think we have a healthy environment. I think the family also give the support. But as an individual, as a female myself, I will consider what does the 10-month maternity and all those taking care of a baby, right? What does it mean to me? What does it mean to any of the female?
So it's actually self-inflicted pressure.
It's more of a self-inflicted. You don't know, you're not sure what it means to you. But I think the external environment does not really make me feel that it's an obstacle.
But then how about like the previous companies? Because you come from more diverse background, right?
Yeah.
So obviously ShopBack is okay, but then like how about like the previous companies?
So for previous companies where there's a lot more hierarchy, you will worry about what happens to my promotion. Am I slowing down compared to my peers? Right? Like what if I come back to the workforce and then everyone is VP, or everyone if I'm VP, everyone is SVP, right? You always worry that you are 1 or 2 steps slower than your peers.
If you have babies lah.
If you take that break, then I also will consider if you have 1, how about 2, how about 3, and then if you not just your female colleagues, how about your other male colleagues, right? Like, all these things.
I can only compare with ShopBack, right? Because ShopBack is my first company. I've been here for 7 years. But so far, I've never experienced any obstacle, any discrimination in ShopBack, which is good. Do you feel that there are any existing gender biases in ShopBack?
I don't feel it's a bias, but it is a fact that we really don't have enough female leaders. And we want that in our organization and in our teams as well.
We want to become a leader.
Promotions. Why we can't beat the one?
Yeah. I mean, like, I think in terms of mid-management, I think we have a couple of female CGMs.
Yeah.
And I think we have a couple of heads, like Gui.
Yeah.
Like people manager lah.
Yeah. But not at the manager.
Like the senior executive, like all the shifts. We gone for that. But we can't be chief. I mean, our boss is already chief product officer. Hi, Justin.
But we can have more heads. Head of each
Okay, honestly, there is no discrimination in ShopBack. So I think we are really like based on meritocracy. I mean, like, it's also unfair, right? If you give more chance to female just because she is a female. And I would be offended as well. Like, I don't want to become a promoter just because of my gender.
But maybe can encourage them to be more vocal about their ambition. I feel like maybe in general, we are less vocal compared to the guys. We always feel that we must do beyond 100 to ask for 100, right?
I think that is a self-inflicted pressure that you put upon yourself.
Okay. Yeah, so that's exactly what needs to be changed.
I think first of all, we need to acknowledge that if you're growing up in Asia as a female, you're told to be like, oh, sit back and then like just listen to everyone else, right?
Be understanding
and all, etc. Yeah. Like if I can quote Sheryl Sandberg, there is this very famous book, Lean In. So lean in, yeah. So ask for the things that you want. Do not just sit back and then expect your manager to give everything on a silver platter for you, right? You need to know what you want, and then you need to know how to demand it. In terms of skill, I can see a lot of very skillful women out there.
Yeah. For me, it's more on confidence, especially in the tech. You feel that it's more male dominant, especially you are working with the engineers, and there are really a lot of smart engineers. They are really very smart and they are very capable, but don't be afraid of talking to them, or don't be afraid of asking questions. Most of the time, they are actually very friendly people.
Just very introvert.
Introvert and has unique ways of communication. But don't be afraid of asking any questions. Don't worry about how other people judge and think about you. What you need to do is really just focus on understanding them and don't repeat the mistakes, right?
Yeah.
And work hard and earn the respects from these people. I think there's really no shortcut. But based on our experiences, right, as long as you put in the effort, you have put in the thought, right? And product manager, I think, is one of the roles that it's really not possible that you succeed as one.